All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. It's been a little bit since I've actually streamed. I've been working my ass off at work the last couple of weeks, so I've just been kind of a little too tired to really do anything, and I've just had a whole bunch of different things going on. Either way, I'm back, at least for a little bit, for this. So I'm getting ready to book a little bit more Revolution. I did change. I think someone had mentioned it on one of the previous episodes, because I had my fight night thing that I was calling it Fight Night, and someone had mentioned that I could maybe do something almost as a nod to Hawkeye Pro. So I actually changed my Fight Night, considering Fight Night's already like a thing in like UFC. I decided to call it Infamous. So we'll still have our regular numbered pay-per-views, I think, at I guess they're not really pay-per-views, but numbered shows at the end of the month, and then we'll have actual like an Infamous type event in the second week of every month. How long tonight? Probably just a couple hours, because I still eventually have to go back. I still eventually need to take some sort of nap before work, because I took myself a long nap after work today. Usually when I'm streaming this, when I start streaming this late into the night, it's because I have royally screwed up my sleep schedule. And yes, I've absolutely done that in the last couple of days. Fortunately, tomorrow is my Friday, so I only have one more day to deal with this. So, and then I can just screw it back up by staying up late. So we need to book something for the end of October. So we're going to go ahead and add 39. Saturday, week 4, October. Medium regional, advanced regional, autofill. Here we go. Do drug testing. Have I done anything in Louisiana yet? 50. Ooh. Have we done Maryland? Let's see. Texas, Massachusetts, New Mexico. I don't think we've done Maryland. Maryland seems like a good place to do a show. So we'll go autofill, throw that in there. Drug testing, yes. Do a show in Baltimore. There we go. Who's available? A lot of people are available. I mean, we have a lot of people, so that'll help. I'm probably going to start actually doing some preliminary fights, and then we won't watch them, because really, who cares with some of these guys, at least at first. But I think I'm going to do that and actually do some preliminary fights for the guys who probably shouldn't be on full shows, so we'll see what happens with that. Who should be in the main event? All right, so we have Shaffa with the title fight coming up. We have Nogueira with the title fight coming up. We don't have a heavyweight title fight yet, because we need to, I think, refill that, or we can leave it alone for a couple months and make the Grand Prix at the end of the year for the title. We'll see. 4-on-4 MMA fights. Dude, I saw that. I forget what country it is, but I saw that with the long, skinny ring that's like 30-some feet by like 8 feet. It's really weird to see. And then the other dudes like on each team are like in the actual ring, and they have to kind of move out of the way if the fight starts moving towards them. It's odd. And then, of course, I saw the one title fight that I saw, or not title fight, but the one team fight that I saw had like one dude like beat 3 of the dudes on one team. Let's see here. Let's see. Jonathan Ivey. He is our number 2 contender. Oh, where is let me see here. Nogueira's got 19 days left. Okay, so I'm thinking we'll do Ivy versus Nogueira for that. I think that'll be enough time to do a camp, but we got to wait until he's back. So we'll see here. So let me think of like other potential fights. Matt Anderson. And I'm looking at main card. These guys already fought just recently. Kimo Leopoldo. Yeah, we could do that. We'll add that fight. Let's see here. Light heavyweight. Let's see. Parisian. All right, Parisian's one of the top guys. Let's see, Southworth. Is there any? Laverne Clark seems to be about the best possible one right now. Is Laverne? I think this is his first match back. Is this his first fight back? Yes. Okay. So, you know what? I'll give him I could give him Parisian, why not? I'm trying to think here. It's about the best fight I think we can have for two main card guys. All right. Here we go. Lightweight. All right, lot of preliminary card guys. Hideo Takoro, is he a recent? No, okay. So Takoro, not a lot of main card guys left. I guess Batten, but that's probably going to be a lower tier lightweight fight, honestly. Let's go back to heavyweight, see what we got. I want to keep Ivy for his match against Nogueira. Let's see. Whitehead versus Nijman. All right. Yeah, it looks like two dudes who could use that fight. That'll go up higher. There we go. Can he fight scuffed Kurt Angle? Yeah, he could probably beat him. It's amazing that after all of this, Kohler's still not on a level of, I guess because he loses all the time, but he's still not on a level to where he can actually be off the preliminary card. Same thing with Giza Coleman. Jesus. Ooh, John Dixon. Otavio. I'm about that. Let's see here. Ida. Let's see here. Otavio, Ida. Let me think. Both these guys are kind of. Yeah, we'll add that fight. Let's do light heavyweight. Let's see. So this is probably going to be a heavyweight, heavy bout. Didn't he get thrown in jail during this? I can't remember. Is there or not? All right, Kunioku is a main card. Oh my god. All right, so at least they're low-level regionals, so I can maybe put someone in there for him. Maybe a guy like Thomas Denny. Gasaway. Let's do Thomas Denny. Two guys that are kind of lower tier anyway. I know you're sad that Yuna's leaving Tokyo Joshi Pro. It's alright. She'll probably end up going somewhere else. because you just bought her photos. Technically, I bought those photos in April. It's just was sitting somewhere. I don't know where, but it was sitting somewhere. I think these are gonna be. I think we're gonna put some prelims. We're actually gonna put some prelims. I think we can fill out the rest of the card here in the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. I mean, see you next time. She'll probably end up working somewhere else. Let's see. So if we put him there, Del Hawkins, Mitsuoka, how about that? I'm gonna add some prelims. Some guys who probably shouldn't be off that. Let me see here. Eddie Ellis. Rich Clemente, but he's already got He's already got 2 wins. I feel like that's not okay. Well, he did leave for UFC, but all right. You know what? I'll give him Southworth and a prelim. Oh, he'll take an inducement then. All right, we'll do that. Any heavyweight prelims we can do? I guess Brad Kohler. And Kristanita. I can do that. There we go. All right. So I think we'll fill out probably a few more fights here in the coming weeks. I don't know what you seem to think about me is some sort of weird, like, virgin-esque thing where you're just like, ah, yeah, she touched me. That means we're soulmates. Oh, no. I do turn it up a little bit when I'm on stream. Like, I'm not that fucking slobbering moron. Let me see here. How long for the absence? Oh, God, everyone's... I guess this is what happens when I got so many of those guys who are also fighting in WEC. Rodrigo Gracie's not even around. See, look at this. 5 days. All right, you know what? I'll go 5 days forward. We'll go to Saturday. And we'll see what we can do there. It's probably gonna be really nice when I can actually see now Frank Mir. It's gonna be nice when I can maybe lock these people down like UFC and Pride do. And then I don't have to deal with this crap anymore. Alright, let's see here. Light heavyweight. Alright, so now we got Marquardt, we got Aziz. All right, I could do that. Let's see. Versus Weir, Aziz. So no one... Oh, my God. No one is even close to his... I don't want to do Aziz like that, though. I feel like that's just wrong. But... All right, he's a preliminary card guy, but all right, let's see if he'll face Wada then. He'll face Wada. All right, I'll put that up here, and we'll put that up there. All right. Oh yeah, the evil thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I care that much, just because I haven't watched a lot of New Japan anyway, so you know. All right, Jeff Curran is the #1 contender. Shafa's fighting next. Shafa's fighting here in the next one of the next upcoming events. So, ooh. All right, so we just had that fight. Damn. All right. I was going to say Yamaguchi would be good to face Curran, but it doesn't look like there's anybody. Let's see, I already put Takoro in a fight, unfortunately. Because him facing Jeff Curran would be one thing. But maybe I'll give him a tune-up. See, there's like no one for Curran to fight though. Jesus. I'd give Yamaguchi a fight then. See, he's also the same way, where there's not really hardly anybody for him. I think I'm gonna give Ikoma. See, he's gonna be on the preliminary card though. I think he could be in the prelim. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of too early to see, what exactly they're gonna do with these guys. All right, let's give Yamaguchi. I guess I'll wait. We got Strebin, who's a main card guy. Ryan Bowe's a main card guy. Okay, I could do that. And then I can add one more fight, which will probably be the Nogueira Ivy fight to try to figure out our heavyweight champion. He's got 14 days left. We're gonna be cutting it close for him to be taking that fight, but we'll see. Nogueira versus Rutan. I mean, I do have Rutan fighting. I think in this upcoming main event. That's what I'm going to now, is his comeback event. See, the thing is he didn't do too hot for us. Okay, so he's on the next one. He's in 2 weeks where he's facing Steve Lee. And Rutan is 1-3 in our promotion, so he won his first fight and then the next 3 he lost. So fuck. Well, oh, that's right. We were bringing other people in. I forgot about that. All right, so Steve Lee's gone, so hopefully Boss can beat him. Do we even book Silva yet? Doesn't look like it. I think it would tell me. Oh, he's still recovering, that's why. So he's leaving. Dennis Stoynik is leaving. All right, so I can pull him off of that. I don't have to keep him on the list because he's leaving. Kimo Leopoldo, cool. Don't I? I just booked him, didn't I? What's his upcoming fight? Next fight, Matt Anderson at 39. Oh, that's WEC, so it's fine. UFC's wanting Steve Lee as a shock. I know. All right. Speaking of, since you guys are talking about Bob Schreiber, where the hell is he? Is he available now? Is that the thing? It looks like he's fine now. We might have to give him some sort of fight. How high up is he in? He's low level regional. So is he even technically? Well, he is a main card guy. He's a main card guy. Let me see here. Wait. Why is he not showing up in the heavyweight stuff? It looks like he's okay. I don't know why he's not showing up as a guy that I can put in a fight unless I already have him for something. Oh yeah, he's already facing Andre Roberts. That's right. Out of all that, he's already fighting at the end of the month. That's right. I was wondering where he was at. right, so said everyone made weight, right? I think it would. I bet you would probably tell me in the mail if people didn't make weight. We'll take away the pre-show analysis. We'll watch the main show. Oh, we don't have any prelims here anyway. We're just starting to do prelims coming up, so yeah, it's September 2001. This is a patriotic event. That's right. It is September Saturday week 2, which makes it what, the 13th day in the that's the 13th day of the month, huh? That's good. And of course, to show our patriotism, we have a white Australian. I don't know why it says Austrian when he's from Australia. I think that got screwed up. An Australian facing a Midwestern guy in the main event. There we go. Revolution 37. You could have won them. The Soul Assassin, David Terrell versus Victor Superman. Let's see here. David Terrell is a guy who can contend. So he's up there. So we'll go ahead and start this. Victor Moreno could end up... you have to scuff Kurt Angle fighting. I don't think... Did I put him in... I don't think I put him in a fight yet. Make his fight a work. You mean like Elite XC? An early Bellator? That's all supposed. That's all allegedly. Let's see here. Looks like just a lot of boxing right now. Why are these... It's amazing. The whole first round is two guys doing stand-up where it's a BJJ guy and a wrestler just stand and bang for an entire... Oh, there we go, finally. With 10 seconds left. That makes sense. All right, cool. Ah, my legs are itchy. Like as if I think I got more bug bites. I don't know. I bet you. Oh shit! He already knocked him out. Jesus, I didn't even. I looked away for 1 second as as everything was going on, and the next thing I know, it's done. All right. So David Terrell. I'm gonna start like just. What I really should do is I should make like a little graphic just so people can kind of see the rankings at the end of everything. I don't know. I could maybe make a thing for like my live stream where I just take a little slice of the monitor so people can see what the championship rankings look like. I feel like I need to do that at some point, so people can actually see what the rankings look like. David Terrell thanks all his sponsors for backing him. We thank his friends, family, and supporters. So David Terrell is probably the next guy in line to enter the top 10 if he can get himself a good fight for that. Daniel Lima versus Kelly Psycho Delante. Let me see here. This is at lightweight. Neither one of these guys really have anything, it looks like. Is this their first? Okay, so he's 1-1. He has never fought for us, so cool. Who are the champs right now? Tank Abbott left, so we have no heavyweight champion. Alexandra Franco Nogueira is still the light heavyweight champion, and Ian James Shaffa is the lightweight champion. And he is defending that title tonight. So that is our current championship situation. I feel like sooner rather than later, I'm going to have to split up the light heavyweight division and make like a middleweight or welterweight division. Something between lightweights 155 and light heavyweights 205. What is 175? Is that welterweight? Because I want to say middleweight's like 165 or something like that. Or middleweight might be 155. I forget. But I'm thinking a 175 division is probably on the way here very soon. Yeah. Tank went and kept the tradition alive of being crowned heavyweight champion and then bouncing. Which is kind of funny that Steve Lee got offered a contract, because I think that's why he left too. Like, I think that's why he vacated the title as well. I don't think he officially lost it. I can't remember. But I think he went up to UFC, then he failed in UFC, now he's back here, and now UFC wants him again. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Kelly Delante, unanimous decision. The fight was rated as being decent. All right. Should I remember that right now? He's kind of an unknown, so I don't know if that's I don't know if I should really care right now. I'll put his name here because there's not a lot of like contenders. A lot of these other guys. A lot of the other divisions though are just full of guys ready to bounce into the top 10. So Kelly Delaney praises his team, his sponsors, and fans. He says he's very happy to cap his Revolution debut off with a win. There you go. Kentaro Imizumi is the number 7 ranked lightweight in Revolution. Tomohiko Hori is nowhere right now. So technically, after a 1-0, after a successful debut against Alex Cook, he is back here to potentially take Imizumi's spot on the top 10. So we'll see what happens here. Mari Yamasaki's the referee. It's never a good thing. I'm glad I have like a little pen flashlight, because I really feel like I gotta have to look and see if there actually is some sort of bug just laying around. Because the last time that's the thing, is I got like that weird paranoia about shit like that. And like the last time I was like, I swear to God there was a bug, and then there actually was a spider that was crawling around. So I felt my my paranoia was justified in being afraid that there actually was shit crawling around. All right. Hey, look at that. We got some choking going on. Imizumi really just wants to. This is probably that's the thing I always like, is when you are good at a certain thing, you should probably work that to your advantage. Imizumi's gonna get it. Did good enough in both rounds to take it. Kentaro Imizumi stays on where he is at. Hori not able to do anything about it. Spiders can't do shit. If one fucking bit me, like I guess it's really nothing more than a spider bite that itched me, but still. Which really got me upset, because like a couple hours later there was just a giant centipede that was like crawling on my bathroom floor, which is weird because we have not had bug problems in a long time. This summer has been a weird summer, even though I did my usual spray shit down beforehand, like spray the doors and windows and everything with like a bug shield, kind of thing that hopefully keeps them gone for a while. Do you have cancer? I hope not. Imazumi thanks everyone connected at his team, help him prepare for the fight and his sponsors. He says a tough fight gives a show of respect to Hori. You climb on walls. God, I wish. Can you imagine if I actually could? You have the most unsanitary apartment. We actually have a very sanitary apartment. We actually do pretty well, especially compared to some of my friends. Some of my friends are like, I don't want to say they're poor, but they have poor conditions. Plus, some of my friends are fairly clean. Some of my friends are just messy, and yeah, like when we have dishes in the dishwasher or the garbage is full, like we actually take it out. I've had some friends that are just gross, but because they live on like the 3rd floor, they don't really have to deal with bugs or anything. All right, live wire. Jason Von Flew versus Alex Reiternator. I guess his last name's Reed, so Reiternator. That really is like an early 2000s nickname. It really is Someone watched American Pie and thought that was a fantastic idea for a nickname. It's like the Shermanator, but not. It is. It's real bad. Readernator is really... Jesus. It's not even spelled right. I wonder if that's just the mod or if that was actually the way it was spelled. I gotta look that shit up now. So, while hopefully Von Flew beats him, I'm gonna look. Hey, there you go. Von Flew should get the takedown. Alex Reed MMA. I'm guessing Alex Reed K-pop isn't the same guy. Oh, he was in Bellator, Bama, Cage Rage. Let me see his Sherdog thing. Oh, it actually is that. It is Readernator, as it is spelled. His last fight was in 2016 for Bellator, where he lost. And before that was in 2012 for Bama. He's 10-10 in real life. And I guess he's had problems with an ex-wife of his. Alex Reed is an interesting guy. Lashed out at his ex-wife Katie Price for harassing him since their split in 2011. Alex explained how Katie would make fun of his sex life in public, especially for his love for cross-dressing as a woman. Katie Price has trolled and bullied so many people, especially me. She did revenge porn on me. She took videos without my consent or knowledge. When Katie did Big Brother, I got bullied on screen. She was saying the most horrific things. I was getting bullied and harassed by the atrocious things she was saying. So she made fun of his sex life and the fact that he likes to cross-dress. Cool. Speaking of, he just beat Jason Von Flew by unanimous decision. All right. I guess I'll put him up there as a guy, I think. There we go. This is someone who could potentially contend. I know. I mean, hey, whatever you're into, you're into. I'm not gonna judge you where it's at. If that's what you're into, cool. It's about 6 a.m. How the hell am I alive? How the hell am I alive, too? Well, I know it's because I took a long-ass nap. So he name checks all his sponsors, thanks his fans who turned out to support him. He's very happy to cap off his Revolution debut with a win. And then he says, I feel pretty, oh so pretty. All right. So yeah, it said I wasn't going to judge him where it's at, and then I do that. All right. Either way, good for Alex Reed. Stephen Graham taking on Joel Sutton. I think this is his debut. He's actually had a fight? Why don't I remember it? Oh, he lost to Nathaniel Baroni. That's why. And then Joel Sutton has been around for a while. Best known for being the guy who finally gave Bob Schreiber his first win. I think. Pretty sure, yeah. So let's see if he can come back from that massive loss. I'm British, and Alex Reed was said so much on Big Brother. Yeah, see, I don't really watch Big Brother, but yeah, it's a lot of things are, yeah. It's quite the little rabbit hole to dive down with some of these guys. What the hell is extension fighting, by the way? I want to know what type of fighting style is extension fighting. You know, I have to look that up. Let's see. Extension fighting. I just see like extension fighting. Let's style. All I see is American extension fighting, which, you know, looks like, oh, here we go. Let's see. American extension fighting is a systems-focused approach to unified martial arts, sports fighting, and street self-defense and close-quarters combat program. The extension fighting program unifies all cultures, countries, and fighting styles as a bridge to fill in the gaps between styles and systems. So it's like what is it? Like a jack of all trades type MMA. I thought that's what mixed martial arts was for. Like if you trained in mixed martial arts, that's what you did. Well, it didn't land him any success here, as Joel Sutton gets to come back and have a successful win here against Stephen Graham. There we go. You know what? Yeah, it really just sounds like a like a jack of all trades, where it's like you know a lot of fighting styles, but you've mastered none of them. It's like what I went to college for. I was going to college for management information systems. It's a whole lot of business and computer software stuff where you learn a whole lot of stuff, but you never really master any of it. Thus why I'm working at the post office and never completely finished it, because it's not a super employable skill, because realistically they want people who actually have some sort of mastery of an actual craft, rather than just sort of knowing a lot of things. Joel Sutton thanks his sponsors and his fans. He wants to fight Razak Al Hassan next. I believe he's a possible contender, so they could get Joel Sutton back in the good graces. There you go. Chauncey Billups of MMA. It's a good one there. I think it's weird how there's so many dudes who went through even like the early 2000s Pistons. Like they won an NBA championship, but there's so many dudes who it's like are quite forgettable dudes, and they always seem to be Pistons at some point. All right, so jiu-jitsu versus catch wrestling. So I'm imagining this is going to be a lot of standing and punching, because that's just kind of the way this seems to work. Cook is at a major size disadvantage, which is probably why I should make a 175 weight bracket at some point. That, especially considering, Frankie Nogueira is going to end up with someone who's like 50 pounds heavier than him, and then he's going to lose, and then we'll have to make another. We'll have to do another weight class that he can dominate at. Yeah, Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton, Antonio McDyess, Tayshaun Prince. One minute of the round left. Why are they still they're getting restless. There's nothing going on because they're out of their element here. They're just trading blows, for God's sake. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Mehmet Okur. I couldn't remember if it was Mehmet or Mehmet. It doesn't matter because he was shitty even for a Jazz player, and that's when the Jazz weren't really that good. He was a shitty Jazz player when the Jazz was shitty. Yeah, Rip Hamilton wasn't too bad, but yeah. There are a lot of guys who, I guess you could almost say the same for a good chunk of like Spurs guys, because the Spurs always made amazing play. Like there's always gonna be the Kawhi Leonards, but I think there's a lot of those other guys who were made by the Spurs that I think didn't end up flourishing in other places. Let me see here. Robert Villegas defeating Alex Cook. That makes sense. Cook had one big win and thought we were going to roll that into something, and then he's just been back to losing. So that's basically where we're at with that. Just keeps losing. Do you know how to play any instruments? I used to play guitar. I learned guitar when I was in like junior high, but I haven't played it in a long time. All right. So either way, Villegas. Let me see here. Is he? Let me see here. I want to see how many fights is he? Okay, so he's still coming off of a loss, so I'm not going to put him in there as a guy who should be fighting, contending for anything right now. There we go. Thanks to sponsors, fans showing respect. Villegas praises Cook for his skill and toughness. BJ Penn taking on Ryota Matsune. BJ Penn in his MMA debut tonight against Ryota Matsune. He is 1-1. He beat Alex Cook, lost to Barrett Yoshida. Tonight he gets eaten alive by the prodigy BJ Penn. There we go. Thiago Splitter. I was just going to say, Splitter is probably one of the guys who I was sitting here thinking of the guy, and I couldn't remember him immediately, but I didn't think he was French, but yeah, Splitter is one of those guys who was made half decent on the Spurs, but literally ever since the Spurs stopped winning championships, I haven't heard anything about. Oh, Boris Diaw. Yeah, he really didn't do hardly anything. I think he was part of that one would say infamous Bobcats team. I think he was the starting center for that 11-12 win Bobcats team. I can't remember. BJ, how have you not killed him yet? Also, once again, the fact that we got two Oh, what did they say about Penn? He stamped his authority on the fight in that first round. Yeah, but he still hasn't won yet. Maybe knock him out? Or say you put some I don't know how much respect can be put on Robert Ory's name, but he did hit that big three. Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. I thought he was finally going to tap him out. We were doing so well. We finally got it to the ground where both these guys do well. Matsune should probably lose just for his haircut, whatever the hell that is. There you go. It's like a bowl cut mixed with a mullet. I don't know what the hell that is. Boris being on the best version of the Bobcats is the best version of the Bobcats. The one year they went to the playoffs and they were like the 8th seed. All right, BJ Penn won his fight, of course. I'll of course put him as a potential contender, but he's gonna have to beat some stiff competition so far to get there. Not like BJ's going to be on there for long. I'm sure UFC will pick him up here next week. That's usually how this goes. Celebrates his pro debut victory. Thanks to sponsors and fans. Says he's looking forward to getting another fight soon. Roman Michian. I want to say he's in here. No, he's not. Okay. But Nick Serra is a guy who is a potential contender. So I think this has more for Nick Serra than Michian. I think this is Michian's. No, he lost to Paul Buentello 2 years ago. So he did okay in UFC, I think. Oh my goodness. He failed miserably at UFC, and now he's back to potentially fail miserably again against Nick Serra. Here we go. I got some water. Give me a second. I like this. We're already in the co-main event. Are Bobcats popular in America? I don't think so. Just because there's not a lot of, like... I don't know. Oh, shit. There's not a lot of teams named after Bobcats. I guess unless you want to go with like Wildcats or something like that. Yeah, Charlotte and the Hornets again. All right. Looks like Nick Serra was going to take him down, but Michian doing what he can right now. We might actually go to a third round. Let's see. Oh, you're going to try to take him to the ground. Oh, okay. I guess Michian and his judo is going to help out here. I think this might actually... I'm thinking this will go to a third round. Never mind. Fuck off, Nick Serra. All right. Well, I figured he was going to do okay. He was not a heavy favorite, but he was at least favorited. But there you go. Next time, don't stream so late. I mean, I can't help it sometimes. I've been working long hours, and then I take a nap, and then, yeah, this is what happens. Brian Garrity, number 6 contender. That's why I'm trying to keep most of the fights kind of away from I'm trying to keep some of the top contenders from getting fights right now, because Curran really should get a fight against Shaffa at the end of this. Unless, of course, Garrity walks away with the title. So let's see what happens here. Ian James Shaffa competing against Brian Garrity. It is, of course, for the RFC Lightweight Championship. I believe this is first official defense. Looks like it, because that'd be the light heavyweight one. This is the lightweight one, so here we go. This could potentially go 5 rounds, so this one could go a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to work a little bit more, make a little bit more money. It's good money. Might as well get it while I can. Not as much money as it was during the height of the pandemic, though, because that was ridiculous amounts of hours that they wanted people to work, and that sucked. Oh shit! Oh, saved by the bell. Garrity saved by the bell on that one. Never mind. All right. Well, looks like he's going to finish him off here. Jesus. Immediately. Less than a minute in, Ian James Shaffa rocks him again. Gets the TKO. Retains the title. I don't know if Garrity should move anywhere in the top 10, but that's all right. Tyler believes in greed. Hey, I want to plan on putting down a payment on a house, considering I'm not spending my money on hockey games or football games or any of that stuff right now. I'm not spending my money on conventions or anything, because those are all canceled. I'm not going to Japan because the borders are practically closed. So might as well save up and actually get some. I'm looking at I'm looking at real small houses too, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom type stuff. Ian James Shaffa gives a name check to everyone at his team, his sponsors, friends, family, supporters. He has the belt around his waist, celebrated having defended the title successfully. Critical rating is 65. That'll help gain our popularity. Commercial rating is higher than we need it to be right now. So there you go. Of course, Stephen Quadros, Joe Rogan for that. 75,000 in the gate. Jesus. Plus 2.8%. Jesus. No submissions. Pretty much everything was a decision. So I guess fight and knockout of the night goes to Ian James Shaffa. I did move all the bonuses to 500 apiece, so that should do something, Nonetheless, we made an ass load of money, just an ass load of money, especially on advertising. Jesus, that's why I'm glad we got the bigger. We got that bigger. Cool. Joel Sutton's coming to the end of his contract. There you go. All right. So that's gone. And that's gone. All right. Well, I guess we're looking to strip. We'll be having another vacating of a title. Awesome. I guess we could do, we could eventually do, because I think we don't have a ton of the lightweight guys booked in fights too far, like the biggest ones. Like, I guess Takoro's got something, but I think most of the guys right now. All right, there's Jens Pulver, Seth DeCoon, James Jones. If these guys can recover in time for December, we could potentially do a lightweight tournament for the Grand Prix with the lightweight title there. I think that's probably our best bet. Is if we get enough of our lightweight guys ready to go for a tournament. Nonetheless, let me look at the absences. All right. Nogueira's got 6 days left, so we'll go ahead and move to Saturday here. And then I'll probably do Nogueira versus Ivy. Probably at the end of October. All right, we lose anybody? All right, WEC, Ian James Schaff is gone. Joel Sutton is staying. Silva's gone. Steve Lee's gone. Will be gone. Aziz has his fight with Taki Iwata canceled. Oh, that happened literally Monday. Okay. Where was it? Was it here? All right. So a guy for Wada to face. Oh, do I got to do matchmaking? There we go. All right. Who can Taki Iwata face that won't kill him immediately? You do old Dorskin. Nah, we need a main type guy. Mark Weir is a good one. We need a main card guy. Ooh, Thiago Alves. You know, I think that one would be pretty good. I think Thiago Alves would make for a good fight there. Oh, we have got a heavyweight title fight. This doesn't seem like a smart idea, but you know what? Just it's the difference level between Nogueira and Ivy, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Ivy does have a couple of wins under his belt and has kind of earned this shot, but for him, it's not going to go well. He wouldn't have time to do a full training camp. $500, that's fine. This is not the greatest idea. But we need to get a title fight in. We need to crown a champion. Unfortunately, this is where we're at with two of our higher tier guys. I mean, it's him or Lajic, and Lajic's probably gonna die soon to Nogueira next. So it'd be interesting if Logan Paul was in this. I think he's mostly boxing though, isn't he? He's not doing MMA. MMA's got a lot of stuff other than just punching. I mean, I know boxing has its own stuff that you can do, but let me see here. I think we can book a November show. Let's see here. Let's do Saturday, week 2, November. Advanced regional, fill that in. Where should we go? Where should we go? We haven't been to like Missouri or Minnesota. We just did a show in July's a ways away from that. We can do Jersey there. Actually, I think I'm gonna do. I screwed up. Let me do this again. There we go. I wanna change just enough so I kind of remember the differences. All right. Let's get a second Infamous. Ooh, these are some guys. Lajic and Coleman have fought each other. Well, it's been a couple of years. Have they only fought each other once? It looks like they've only fought each other once, and that was over 2 years ago. So maybe if they fought each other again. Are they main... Well, Coleman's a preliminary card, guys, so maybe that isn't a good idea to make that the main event. But I will add it. Because why not? Let me see here. Light heavyweight. Oh, we need to do a Vernon. Ooh. Quentin Jackson's available. Vernon White is one of our higher up light heavyweight guys. Is there another higher up guy for him to face? I think most of them are Shirk, but we already did that. Shirk beat Vernon White, so Shirk should probably fight someone else. Should we just give Quentin Jackson the fight? I mean, he just started, but I mean, you can easily take Sean Shirk's spot on the top 10 immediately. I think that's a... Oh, he doesn't want to face him. Okay, well, you know what? If he'll take an inducement to fight him, we'll do that. Why not? Why not? Quentin Jackson and Sean Shirk. I think that'll do well. Let's look at lightweight guys. Ooh, okay. See, I should probably start taking some of these guys and getting them ready for... Oh, this is catch weight. I should probably take some of these guys and get them ready for December, because I think I'm gonna end up getting a tournament together. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add... Let me see here. Where's my event history? There you go. So back when I did Grand Prix 2000. Okay. So let's do that. Let's add... let's see. Oops. Revolution FC Grand Prix 2001. I'm going to get this set up now so that we're basically ready for it when the time comes. And the guys who could potentially be signed elsewhere already. We already deal with that. When was the last time we were in California? September, August. I guess I could do Nevada. Let's do Nevada. We should do this in Vegas. How about Florida? When's the last time we did a... Is Florida? Yeah, Florida's here. That's June. I don't think we've done Florida. Let's do that. How about that? No. So we're going to book that well in advance so that we have this ready to go. Let's see here. This is by right now by name. Ooh, how about by popularity? Then I get a good idea as to who is best. I should probably be doing this sorting long ago. All right. KJ Noons is 0-2, unfortunately. Maybe we should give him a fight he could potentially win. I feel like giving Noons a fight. Let's see here. We can give him J.R. Palmer. That might be good. That could work out. Let's see. Put the lightweight title up. Here we go. So, KG Noons. Let's see. Jeff Curran will be over here. Oh, you know what? Joe Camacho should probably be on this side. Because Camacho and Curran are two of the bigger guys. Well, actually, put Camacho here because I think this to be announced one will be Jens Pulver when he comes back. All right, Ja Roque. Let's see. He lost to Sinabe. So let's do, I think, Camacho. Curran fought Yamaguchi. So I'm thinking Yamaguchi can go here and face Jens Pulver. Let's see here. I don't know if Takoro is going to be around. James Jones would be another one who could possibly fit here. So Jens Pulver is probably going to take this second spot when available. And I'm thinking either Takoro or James Jones will fight Jeff Curran. I wonder if I should do no, we just did Curran versus Yamaguchi. Maybe we should have, who's Palmer fought? Palmer has never fought Pulver. I wonder if I should do Nunes for, no, you know what? I'll keep it the way it is. And Pulver can face Yamaguchi. Curran can face either Takoro or James Jones. Masatoshi Abe cannot. At 3-7, he's had 4 straight losses. Him and his little T-Rex arms are not going to be able to handle that. All right, so I can keep this like it. No, I can't. Oh shit. Oh, I forgot to add it. Oh, I'm stupid. All right, let's do this again. KJ Nunes, JR Palmer, Mimori Yamaguchi goes here. Curran goes here. Ja Roque went here. Curran's facing somebody. Roque is facing Joe Camacho. I believe that's what it was. So this will be Jens Pulver, and this will be either Hideo Takoro or James Jones. Or Kentaro Imaizumi, because he did quite well too. So, lightweight title. Oop. There we go. One night tournament, yes. All right, so how much longer in the absences do we have to wait? Where's Jens Palmer? Jens. Oh, is he? Oh, he's booked, isn't he? That's what it is. So we don't know how his fight with Dakun's gonna go. And same with James Jones. And Takoro, I think, just fought. No, Takoro didn't just fight. Ooh, Kentaro Imaizumi. All right, so he'll be ready to go no matter what. So if we need him, if something happens to Pulver and Takoro and maybe Jones, we have at least Imaizumi to go in there to take one of those spots. All right, so that's fine. So we're still a little ways away from that. We have 2 fights here for Infamous 2, and I think we've gotten most of our lightweights out of the way. Now, as far as our lesser lightweights are concerned, Okay, so let's see here. We've got Tsunabe. Let's see here. Fabio Melo. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Wrestling, main card. Both these guys coming off a win. Why not? Let's put that up there. Put that in there. Let's see here. McIntyre. Isao Hirose. A little too good for everybody. Literally, Masatoshi Abe is the closest to anybody. Vernon White should probably have some sort of fight. Nate Marquardt could be a potential one. And just seems to be about the only potential one, honestly. Shit, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. That can probably be... They could probably be our co-main for that. If not, nah, these guys are going to main. These guys can co-main. Any heavyweight fights? Preliminary. Whole lot of nothing, really, in that. Marvin Eastman. Mark Weir should have a fight, but... fuck it. We'll put Wes Gasway in there. Why not? We'll put him above that. There. We'll just leave it like that. Hey, Tom, how's it going? We'll probably book more fights here soon. I think right now we've got everything booked through October at the very least. And then, of course, we've got 6 out of the 8 competitors for the Grand Prix. People will be coming up here in the next couple of weeks, I think. They'll be recuperated here soon, so as long as I book those fights here relatively soon, I don't really mind. All right. Let's get to Saturday. I think a couple guys will be recovered by that point. Was there another Gracie I didn't even know about? I thought I saw Ryan Gracie. Ryan Gracie looking on like a Brazilian Finn Balor. So many Gracies around here. Jesus. I like how you can see, I can see 4, 5. There's Ralph Gracie. There's Renzo Gracie. There's Rodrigo Gracie. There's Royce Gracie. There's Royler Gracie. And there's Ryan Gracie. That's a lot. By the way, Ryan Gracie we can get. He actually is not under any contract right now. I guess he must have just gotten cut from Pancrase. So if we want a scuffed Finn Balor, we can get Ryan Gracie. Might not be too bad. Ah, okay. You know what? I might shortlist him just to try to remember. I'm not going to worry about stuff too much. WEC getting a lot of people. That makes sense. Oh, Kelly Delante already left. 1 fight gone. Cool. All right. So I guess he's not a contender in Evolution. You know, I feel like this shit is... I feel like... I don't know if it's because there's not a lot of companies right now, but I feel like the just taking of people in this game is way worse than it was in TEW 2016. When I was getting rated in TEW, it wasn't great, but like eventually it stopped, and like then they would only offer content. I know they updated the AI for 2020, but even then it still hasn't been terrible. But this game is just It has just beat you over the head with the fact that you are a nobody so that they can continue to just slam you with with all your people leaving. Anytime you want to create some stars, sorry, go fuck yourself. I almost got to think about if I want to upgrade my broadcaster here soon again. Let me see here, because we're in America. Let's see here, advertising, do that. $501,000. If I want to go from medium to big, I wonder if I should spend that money being a different we can go medium in like Japan. We can use all these Japanese guys that we have. That might be a good idea. Spend $251,000 having a Japanese extension of our broadcast. Now that we're medium in America, we could probably stay there for a little bit and just start branching out a little bit. With how many dudes we got in other countries, could help us out a little bit, help our popularity just a little bit, because we're almost to high level regional. We're getting there. We're at 52%. I'm sure when we hit 66, 67, it'll be there. All right, Boss Rutan versus the leaving Steve Lee. Does it say where he... UFC, okay. Anybody else who is leaving here? I think that's it. Everyone else has gotten like WEC contracts, so that's not a big deal. Steve Lee's the only one, though. Didn't Steve Lee leave already once? No, he didn't. Okay, I thought he left, but he didn't. Got a lot of wins, and then he started losing again. So just in time for him to presumably fail in UFC and then come back in a couple of years. So I'm sure sometime in 2003 we'll get Steve Lee again. He'll be back. But nonetheless, we've got Joe Charles versus Juan Mott. Speaking of failures, who came crawling back to us. Pride cast off in Joe Charles taking on Juan Mott, who I believe also, no, that's right. We hadn't gotten him yet. He's a UFC cast off, but he didn't leave us and then fail and then on his way back. Nonetheless, Joe Charles was at one point one of our top heavyweights. So let's see if he can get that back. By the way, the weight difference is insane. 280-pound Joe Charles and 210-pound Juan Mott. If Mott actually ends up taking down Charles, it'll be amazing. He's trying. He's really trying. This is what happens when I don't put a weight limit on the heavyweights. It's just kind of however. Nonetheless, Mott's a slight favorite, so we'll see. It could go either way here. I don't know who I'm rooting for at this point. Oh, both these guys are kind of old too. I didn't realize just how old these guys have already kind of been. Takedown attempt, exchange of strikes. I guess I hadn't even mentioned that I've been kind of looking into some of the TEW stuff and like off stream kind of just seeing financially what can happen to me. So that I at least have a base idea of how I should probably go about things. Oh, look at that. The rift between Joe Charles and Juan Mott has been healed. Oh, that's right. I really should be looking into the call-outs, and then I can actually book it that way. Because I did it for a few things, and I forgot that I probably should do that. And then I could easily have fights that people want to see. Rather than just letting it sit and do nothing. Nonetheless, Joe Charles getting the win over Juan Mott. Thanks all his supporters for backing him. Thanks his family, friends, and sponsors. He praises Mott for his skill and toughness. There you go. Barrett Yoshida versus Din Thomas. Let's see. Din actually... Okay, so he lost to James Jones. Dinero? I figured it'd be like Dinero, but Dinero. Either way, Barrett Yoshida, I believe... Oh, no, he's not a contender yet. He's not a top 10 guy yet, but he could get in there. More than likely, though, he's going to end up getting hopped over by BJ Penn. Penn's just going to end up beating somebody quickly, and then Yoshida's not going to get to be a top 10 guy. Because that's just how it's going to be. Speaking of, goddamn, already done and done, Barrett Yoshida, 233 in round number 1. I think he's probably going to be one of the next guys to end up... Man, even that quickly, Barrett Yoshida could have a chance at one of those spots. If Jens Pulver, Hideo Takoro, James Jones, if anything happens to these guys, I think Imaizumi is a possible alternative. Barrett Yoshida is a possible alternative as well, because I don't think it's going to take much time for him to recover. Nonetheless, he thanks everyone at his team, helping him prepare the fight. His thanks to sponsors for financially supporting him, because we don't pay shit. Mark Hall versus Eiji Ishikawa. This is why we need to have. This is why we need to spend some money to go into Japan. Pacing like a cage tiger, Ishikawa looks eager for introduction, so we can go, okay, see, this is why I should probably really be looking at the call-outs, because we get these neat little things of these two guys who really want to fight each other. I gotta remember that. I gotta just like remember that in my head. That, hey, these guys will fight each other and will almost certainly have good fights. I just have to book it properly. I consider myself a skilled wrestling booker, but in MMA, I'm making money despite myself. Let's see here. I think Mark Hall's one of the... All right, he's number 8. So Ishikawa has a good shot at possibly getting into the top 10, or at least knocking Mark Hall off the top 10 if he can get the win here. But the way it's looking, it looks like Mark Hall's going to end up continuing his success. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I bet you. I want to see how good the fight really ends up being after this, because it looks like Hall's going to end up getting this in the 2 rounds. So I'm not going to worry about pulling him off the top 10, because it doesn't look like Ishikawa's really doing anything here. There you go, Hall up 2018. Let's see how it goes. All judges 2018 for Mark Hall. There you go. Decent. It was a decent fight. Takes the microphone and announces he's now retiring. Okay, well, I guess we are taking him off the fucking... Cool. Never mind. I just sat there and was like, oh, yeah, it's fine. He's still a top 10 guy. No, never mind. Well, David Terrell won in the last event, so we'll move Aziz and Sean Shirk up. And David Terrell will take that spot for now until almost certainly Quentin Jackson ends up leapfrogging over everybody. So there you go. Mark Hall, good win, and then he immediately retires. So even after all that, he's still gone. All right. Eric Pele versus Tra Taligman. Taligman is number 6 in the contender list for the heavyweights. So we'll see if he ends up getting a win here. He can maybe move up the list a little bit here and become one of Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira's future victims. Is the way it seems to work. Let's see here. Keep trying to do takedowns at least. He's trying. Taligman is really trying to take him down. I do like that. Oh, what happened there? Oh, okay. So Pele keeps grabbing the ropes to try not to be taken down, and he took a point off of him for it. So Taligman should take him down. No, never mind. I think he's just gonna get. Is he gonna get disqualified at this point? He just keeps grabbing the ropes at this point. I wonder if it's going to be the thing. Oh, nope. There he goes. He goes down. And he's getting shit on. Oh, he's getting shit on. How do you not stop the fight? What? 3 big strikes? He forces Pele down, holds him in a turtled up position, pounds away with right hands, big strike. Pounds away, serious difficulty surviving him. Fires away, manages to connect 2 or 3 heavy shots that rock him, and he's still going. That's gotta be it, right? Did he just exhaust all his momentum there? How is this not finished already? Taligman is just mogging him at this point. Oh my God! What? What? Holy shit. Just like that. You have got to be kidding me. Fucking Tra Taligman. Wow. He's number 3. He's actually the guy right behind Jonathan Ivey in the contenders spot. I think I was looking at it wrong, but Tra Taligman is the number 3 heavyweight contender, and Pele, who was being outmatched the entire round, knocks him out. What a roller coaster of a 3 minutes and 20 seconds that just happened. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put Taligman down a little bit. So let's put Alger up. Alger gets to go back up. I'll put Andre Roberts above him. Let's put Ian Freeman above him. Maybe not Lajic. So Tra Taligman will go down at least a few. Actually, you know what? Joe Charles is the number 9 guy. Maybe we should put you know what? Let me see here. Maybe I should put Joe Charles there. I'll put Joe Charles there. And you know what? Taligman will take his spot at number 9. He'll go below Lajic and Baroni, because Baroni's had some good. He's done well for himself. So yeah, Taligman is going to have to fight to get back up there. There you go. Eric Pele with a shocker. Name checks his sponsors, thanks his fans who came out to support him. He wants to fight Nathaniel Baroni. Eric Pele wants the Heartbreak Kid. He wants a top 10 spot, and he wants to take on Baroni. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I can't wait. Shuichiro Katsumura taking on Ryan Diaz. Yep, Katsumura is number 9 contender for the lightweight championship. Also, I guess a possible alternate in case anything happens to Pulver or Takoro. Ryan Diaz, I believe, he's nowhere. Did he recently lose, or is he just not? Oh no, he's 1-0, but he's got he's not really done enough right now. But beating a top 10 guy will definitely put him up there. So really, this is Ryan Diaz's fight to lose. He's got a lot. He's got a lot to work with here. Oh, all right. Diaz immediately getting taken to the ground. Katsumura trying to immediately submit him. Jesus. Oh shit. Ooh. He's trying. He's trying to submit him here. He's trying. He really wants a Kimura. He really wants to submit him here. Diaz can't do anything right now. That has been a whole round of Katsumura just dominating him. It's got to happen again. This time another Kimura doesn't make it happen. Tries another Kimura, doesn't make it happen. Jesus Christ. Armbar? No, he really wants to get it in, but he hasn't been able to submit him yet. But Diaz has literally spent his entire time trying to just defend himself. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna. I think Katsumura has easily got him on this one. After all that, after all the attempts, unfortunately wasn't able to actually submit him. Really wanted that extra $500, but nonetheless, he still gets the win. How many did he try? He tried 8. 8 different submission attempts. That's all he did, by the way. He did 4 takedowns, and then he did some ground strikes. Diaz got 1 jab in. The rest was just wrestle fucking for 2 rounds, which is probably why it was rated as poor, because really nothing happened. Nonetheless, praises his team at Grappling Unlimited. You should. Maybe. He acknowledges it was a terrible fight to watch and adds that it wasn't much fun to be in either, because he just desperately wanted to submit him and couldn't make it happen. Here we go. Dirty Bob Schreiber versus Andre the Chief Roberts. Bob Schreiber coming off his very first win against Joel Sutton. His very first win in Revolution when he faced Joel Sutton. And he's facing a top 10 fighter in Andre Roberts. In fact, number 4 contender to the heavyweight title. Bob Schreiber can keep this rolling. Let's see what happens. Tyrone Hupp, the referee for this. Roberts he has 90 pounds on Schreiber. We'll see what happens here. Roberts up, taking Schreiber to the ground. I don't know if there's going to be much he can do here. Schreiber is a kickboxer, so don't know if he could. If Andre Roberts is just going to out wrestle him in this. Oh, let's see here. They give that to Roberts, but it's a close 10-9. Let's see here. I think if he gets taken down to the ground, though, again, I think Roberts might just keep this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He got him. He got him. Wait. Oh, my God. Big straight right by Schreiber. He's on rubbery legs, and he was dropped by a big right hook. Bob Schreiber not able to finish him off, though. Oh, man, if Bob Schreiber finishes him off, oh, this place could go crazy. If Bob Schreiber can do it, it'll be unbelievable. Holy shit. I don't know, man. This could happen. That definitely goes to Schreiber. Let's see here. Possible 1919. I think that's what it's going to be. I think we're going to get a third. We're going to get a third round. Oh, man. Schreiber versus Roberts. Oh, my God. It could happen. Schreiber seems to be feeling it. Oh, Roberts takes him down, though. Whew. Let's see if he does enough over the next 3 minutes, he might be able to walk away with this. Schreiber seemed to be getting a little bit of momentum his way. I think he might have been able to get it. Let's see here. Roberts trying to rear naked choke, doesn't make it happen. Ooh, Roberts once again trying, doesn't make it happen. That's the end of the time limit. Let's see. All three judges, 29-28. Andre the Chief Roberts. That was close. I honestly, when it said that Andre Roberts was knocked down to the ground and he got rocked and put down by a straight right, I thought Schreiber had it. I really thought Schreiber had that. That was extremely close, man. That nearly did it. He didn't do much on the ground as far as ground passes and sweeps, but he still got some hits in though. Schreiber really tried, man. He almost did it. He almost shocked the world again. He thanks Andre Roberts thanks his team, though, and his sponsors. He said it was a tough fight, gives a show of respect to the man, Bob Schreiber. Damn. That means that Schreiber's going to have to, keep going. He's going to have start back up again to try to get some wins. I think if he beat Roberts, I probably would have put him in the top 10. I would have just for the sake of it, moved Trot-to-Ligman out, put in Bob Schreiber. Izuru Takeuchi taking on John Lober. I want to say yes. Takeuchi is the number 7 ranked. He's the number 7 contender to the light heavyweight title. John Lober doesn't look to be in here, so he's really fighting for a spot here as a contender. But Takeuchi fighting to keep the looking to keep the spot that he has. That's my favorite mailman. Doing okay. A little tired. Ready to go to bed at the end of this show and end of the month. But I'm here. I've been working a lot of long hours. Looking at houses too. I think I still got till April. I don't know why, but I just can't help myself. I still got like 9 months. But I keep finding like these little 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom houses for like around here, like 110 to 120. Don't I own the house I'm in now? I'm in an apartment technically. I'm in a fairly nice apartment, but yeah, I'm still renting right now. I don't have a house technically right now. But I was looking at possibly pricier ones that were, 3 bedrooms, something like that, has I could have roommates and stuff like that. But at this point, with just my own roommate for right now, plus some of my other friends, I've decided I'm probably just gonna get a real cheap house for me and just me, and not really worry about other people. And then if I get a little 2-bedroom house with money I put down, won't be too much pricier than what I'm paying right now. plus I can basically have a bedroom and I can have an office where I can put all my stuff in. As opposed to now where I can smack my bed from my chair right now. I could have a whole separate room just for like my computer and my streaming stuff and all that. That'd be nice. Might even set up a webcam if I do that, but that's a whole next year type thing. Hopefully they'll still have small houses like that available. There are a couple of them that have been up on the market right now that I've been pretty big on. So we'll see what happens. Takeuchi defeating Lober though by unanimous decision. Average fight, nonetheless. Takeuchi's going to stay right where he's at. Actually, I think Vernon White wasn't too good. I think I'll put him there. I think I'll put him above Vernon White because I think White has a fight coming up, so we'll see what happens here. Co-main event: Drew Fickett. Speaking of guys who are in the top 10. Ooh, okay, I just put Takeuchi above Vernon White and Justin Martin. Martin has a chance to pull back up, though, so we'll see what happens. Drew Fickett, the number 4 contender. So these are 2 top 10 guys right here. The master, Drew Fickett, number 4 contender to the light heavyweight championship, taking on Justin Martin, the number 7 contender to the light heavyweight title. So hoping for the best here. Yeah, it looks like I'm not really going to worry about having a roommate, I think, once April comes, because my current roommate will probably, at least temporarily, probably not for too long, because it sounds like he wants to get his own place. Is looking... Oh, shit! Oh, dude, did he not... Fickett had a rear naked choke with 14 seconds left. Looked like he was gonna win, and then he got saved by the bell here. So Fickett will probably go right back to where he was at. Yeah, so I decided I'm just gonna get like a real small place, because that's mostly what I want anyway. It's just a place of my own. That because I've been I've talked about looking at houses and all that, and just a house that I can afford. I'm excited about that. There's one that was like obviously a flipper house that I was looking at. I'm not sure if I wanted it or not, but like the person who bought it like 6 months ago. And now it's back up on the market for like twice what they bought it for. But obviously it looks really nice. Like it looks like brand new stuff in there. So that would be pretty good. But that'll probably get sold. I would imagine, at least. We'll see. Nonetheless, Drew Fickett ends up getting the unanimous decision victory. So I made a good point to move Justin Martin down a little bit. I'll keep it like that. There we go. Name checks, everyone. Sponsors, friends, family, supporters. Drew Fickett wants to fight whoever's put in front of him, but I think Joe Dorkson. Dirksen? I don't know what it is. I want to say Dorkson. Would be a particularly good contest. And here we go. As one leaves, another arrives, or at least returns. Steve Lee in his final Revolution fight before he runs off to UFC to almost certainly fail, versus El Guapo Bas Rutten. Speaking of failures, he was 1-3 here. So we'll see if he can come back, because he lost his last 3 fights in Revolution. So hopefully he can come back with this and knock out Steve Lee. He is a heavy favorite, so I would imagine that it'll work out well. Applying to graduate school, there's about a 0 chance you'd end up anywhere in Iowa, most likely. Yeah. See, now that yeah, because my roommate was talking about living with his dad temporarily after our lease was up until he decided to get his own place too. But now we've like really gotten ourselves hyped up about the fact of like getting housing, because it's like, oh man, now I'm kind of like into the idea of getting like a real small house for just myself. And then I could just having literally just 2 bedrooms, one where I just put my bed and sleep in, and then one that's just a nice office. And then that would be fantastic. And then I could actually have, like, another big thing was being able to like host friends. Like that would be a big thing. Have like card nights and other stuff that we have. You know, we usually do it at a friend's apartment, but you know, being able to do it at a house, anything like that, have get-togethers at a place where you're not surrounded by, you know, neighbors that you share walls with. Yeah, because the houses I've been looking at, like they give me real variance in how good my what is it and what my interest rate could be. I keep getting told by a couple people that I should get pre-approved, which does make sense because they told me, they're like, yeah, pre-approval usually works for about 60 to 90 days, and then they don't have to go through the process. Like you're already approved, you could just put down an offer and they don't have to worry about anything. And more than likely I'd put down 10%, but even with a cheap house, even with a real cheap house, you know, the mortgage insurance doesn't seem like it'd be all that much. Or at least it's doable. But yeah, I got a couple of guys at work who, you know, are they've been doing a lot of this stuff too recently. Like, yeah, the same guy who told me to go get pre-approved also told me, he's like, yeah, just so you know, that mortgage insurance, once you hit that 20% threshold, you could actually, you know, it's like just a letter. You can, send a letter and actually get that taken off, but no one ever really does. Like it's a rare thing to have happen. Pre-approval is helpful because it demonstrates seriousness and ability to glide through escrow. Well, that's good. Oh, shit. Oh, Steve Lee's taking down Boss. Come on, Boss. For fuck's sake. Can you beat him, please? Jesus Christ. Why am I paying you this? All right. Well, still, Boss is still... He's still got it. We'll see what happens here. All 3 judges at 40-36. Boss Rutan does end up with the win here over Steve Lee. All right, I'll take that. Get him back potentially on the top 10 leaderboard. We'll see what happens depending on who he fights. I was going to say pre-approval does sound good because, yeah, you got... you know, it already proves that you can go through the process, and like you already, like, I would assume the idea of pre-approval is this person obviously is serious about wanting to put an offer down because he already sat down with someone to, you know, and rather than just some schmuck who walks in and just decides to look at a house and goes, I guess I'll give you some money for it. Makes sense. Boss Rutan thanks all his sponsors, friends, family, supporters. He gives a show of respect to Steve Lee and a swift boot out the door. Critical rating was good. Commercial rating, just good enough. We're still mid-level regional, so I'm not too worried about that. Gate wasn't as big because it's Massachusetts, but that's fine. We still have made an ass load of money on this. +2 popularity. There you go. Fight of the night and submission of the night. Barrett Yoshida beating Din Thomas in 2.5 minutes. Oh, Jesus. Man, let me see here. There's literally only 2 fights out of the 9 that that actually didn't go to a decision. And yeah, so Barrett Yoshida getting a submission and then Eric Pele getting a knockout. There you go. Give the awards. There you go. $72,000. Not as much money as we got 2 weeks ago, but that's fine. Especially considering we had to pay a bunch of money to Boss Rutan. At least he won. At least he's proving himself. Oh, look at this. More Gracies. Mark Hall, of course. God, that felt like it was forever ago. Steve Lee is gone. Oh, yeah. Oh, did we have Rodrigo Gracie? Oh, no. We were, I think, looking at getting him. Oh, no. We did actually have him. We just haven't done anything with him yet. And I don't think we will. So, all right. No! Oh, no. Well, Rodrigo Gracie's gone, but might have to put the Heartbreak Kid in a see, he already got removed from Pancrase. He already failed in Pancrase. And now they want him back? What the hell is this shit? He gets a name with us, and then he fails in Pancrase, and then he gets a name with us again. What the hell? Look at how successful he's been with us. He's 4-0 in Revolution. He has failed everywhere else. This sucks. Well, Andre Roberts is hurt. That's fine. 4 months before he can come back because he broke his hand. All right. Well, let's get one more day in and then I can deal with everything later. Because it's almost 2 hours and I'm ready to go. So, there you go. Let's see here. Marcelev, Gilstrat. Oh, no, let's see here. Vincent Latoile. Let's see. Darkson responded to Fickett. Okay. Hey, look. This was I think this is a created one? No. Oh, no, this is an Ikuma Hoshino. 19 years old in 2001. She's from Japan. Kansai region. I bet you I'm going to put her name in. And I'm going to be able to find her Sherdog. And almost certainly she fought for Ryzen. I guarantee she fought for Ryzen, or at the very least Pride. Okay, so she wasn't around for long. She did Remix. She did a bunch of fights for Smack Girl, Axe, Shudo, Axe, and Shudo. Okay, so she was out of MMA. So she started at 19 years old. She was out of MMA within 2 years. I feel like there's something that almost sounds like there's something there. Like I bet you if I look, there's probably something that she did after MMA. When you're like 19 and you get into fighting and then you do 11 fights and you do well, you're 9-1-1. But then you just leave within 2 years. She drew with a fighter in Karakuen Hall. After the bout, she declared she wanted to return with her family in Wakayama, take a rest from professional activities for a while. She has not fought since then. So she just decided she wasn't going to do it anymore. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. It's just very odd. She seemed very successful at it, and then I wonder if something happened. Nonetheless, 9-1-1. I mean, she did well, but then yeah, she just said she wanted to take rest from personal activities. Oh well. Seems like someone who probably would have ended up doing very well, but yeah. Yeah, hello. I'm just about done, actually. Cole Escovedo. Probably someone I'll have to get before they end up taking him away. Reggie Orr probably as well. Kazuo Misaki. I should just take those guys away too. You're reading too much into this. You never know. Yeah, I think you know what it is I watch a lot of the when I've been paying attention in the last few years to like Joshi stuff, and then they just inexplicably disappear. Like there's usually some sort of reason for it. Like that's the thing too. Is like I know I'm potentially reading too much into this, but just because, like, I think just because I pay attention to Joshi, and it's like when someone inexplicably disappears, it's like they were injured and they couldn't really compete anymore because they had gotten concussions, or a few of them, left just because of social media harassment. They just couldn't handle dealing with people verbally assaulting them online. I know 2003 is much different, but some of them are like, yeah, I'm just done. I'm going to go live a normal life, or I'm going to go have a husband and child now. It just seems odd that it was like, oh yeah, I'm going to take a step away from professional activities, and then you just never hear from her again. Oh well, either way. Just under $200,000. That's pretty good. We made some serious money in 1 month. 122 grand. It'll be even better once we hopefully push a little bit more money up there. And yeah, I think at this point, let me see here. Advertising, internet-based, yes. So we can afford small in Japan. But if I just wait a little bit, probably through the next event, I can make it medium in Japan. And then we can expand into another actual region. So that's good. Considering we're literally only available in America, maybe being able to go overseas or somewhere else would be a fantastic idea. Either way, I thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, reading into things that happened in a certain MMA people's lives is how we found out that one of the guys on our roster is a cross-dresser. So, I mean, once again, no shade. I mean, you do what you enjoy. It's just suing his ex-wife because she put out revenge porn and mocked him publicly on Big Brother for his desire to cross-dress. You find interesting things out about people. So either way, thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. If you are watching this on YouTube, I greatly appreciate you continuing to watch as well. And I will see all of you guys hopefully next time.